what's next for me. Plenty of checks for me, they come and check for me. Oh yeah. We moving the change. Not missing the exit, ain't switching my lane. Knew at some point things were destined to change. We'll marry a thing, still need a game on lock. I hit the shot at the end of clock. To me it don't matter win or not, we ain't losing. We don't make mistakes, we make movements. When your life is great, they make movies. Work way too hard, we ain't losing. Pedal to the metal, we ain't cruising. Anything in the way, we break through it.
If you love bass fishing, there's nothing better than hearing the Bassmaster theme music in January. Here we are, kicking off the 2025 Bassmaster tournament season. The last 2 weeks, we had kayak last week, we've had college, high school this week, and we also have our first St. Croix Bassmaster Open presented by Seven this week at Clarks Hill Reservoir, Evans, Georgia. Man, what a famed fishery that we went to quite a bit in the early 2000s, but it's been a very long time since we've been here, and certainly weren't here in January when it was frigid. Got to hear from most of our top 10 right there as we roll out with Dylan Fogarty right there from Bethel University, now in the Opens. And we got a couple young guys, couple old guys, couple herring specialists. We got some smallmouth guys at heart that are really good. Zach Gautreault right there we got to talk to. Caught a 10
elite qualifier events in the fall that, Brandon Cobb, you could even enter those and fish against the top 50 in each of the two Opens divisions.
100 Opens anglers and however many elite guys, which I would expect, Brandon. At least 50. If you don't make the Classic, there's no way you're giving up three shots at it.
Extra chance.
They're not free shots, but they're three more shots, yeah.
I feel small again.
We got Champlain, Pickwick, and Okeechobee on that EQ schedule round.
There we go. That's the start we're looking for. That is what lives down there. Surprisingly, they get bigger than that too.
Dylan messaged me last night and said, I might be the only guy you see on live today that doesn't throw a spinning rod. And I said, bring it, let's see it.
Surprised, that's another largemouth. Most every catch so far I've seen this morning, except the previous catch was a spotted bass, but all the rest have been largemouth. And that's the one thing that's changed at Clarks Hill in the last 5 years or so, is there's a very healthy population of spotted bass that it used to not have.
Number 2.
So did you expect a mixed bag then, or?
I knew the bigger bags would be predominantly largemouth,
right?
But I kind of figured, like in the mornings at least, you'd see filler fish of spots.
And they love to run at you. Oh. There we go. Another one, probably right at 3. Oh, good to know they're still here. Look at that, 3 even. Number 3.
All right, tell me about that fish. How you feeling about it?
Beautiful, feeling good. They're still, they seem to be loaded on this this little rock pile deal here. So hopefully there's still a couple big ones down there, and they gotta start getting a little bigger for us to have a shot.
Well, we have to take commercial breaks, Brandon Cobb. I know the action doesn't stop on the water, but we actually need to figure out who is leading because so many fish are getting caught. We gotta let Bass Track. I think the smoke in the studio is coming off the Bass Track machine. We gotta figure that out, and we'll be back in just a few minutes in the Bassmaster Open here at Clarks Hill.
But I think you're gonna need over 40, 42 with the 2-day tournament. Like it's It's going to be some weight today too.
We got 2 3-pounders in the box and one little one that we'll have to get rid of. But I was saying I'll definitely be happy if we can get 5 over 3. I know there's some big ones down here, but just dragging a jig real slow, picking up a bite every once in a while, kind of using this bank as a means of navigation. It's a channel swing bank right against a channel, so we're slowly picking it apart, finding where they like to sit.
How many opens have you fished? What does it mean to be here?
This is my first ever open, and I mean, it means the world. I'm gonna try not to get choked up saying this, but I was mentioning to my dad about how I wanted to fish the opens, and that's what I've always wanted to do as soon as I got out of college. And you know, he was you know, trying to encourage me, and he said, you know, you think you got what it takes? So, like, if you think so, I'll pay for your opens entry fees. And I told him straight up, I was like, you know, I really don't think I have what it takes, you know. And he pushed me, and he got me to sign up, and I'm real glad I did.
Well, at minimum, Brandon, we could say that Dylan is humble and aware that he still has plenty of work to do, but he was a high school All-American, went to Bethel University, and sometimes in college or whatever level it may be, you have success, you take the next step and you maybe blend in. You're not the top of the class in the next level, but it clicks for you at some point, and then you make that next jump. And so what a dad. Absolutely. That is so cool to see a dad support a son like that, knowing like, hey, normally the son's more confident than the father. But I like seeing it the other way around sometimes.
He's got a good start too. What he's doing now, a lot of times doing the ditch fishing, you catch a lot of fish, but it's hard to get that big bite. What he's doing now, I really like, because to catch a 6 to 8 pound fish, this is a really, really good way to do it. A lot of those true giants stay on the bank a little shallower. Like, he's not fishing shallow, but he's fishing bank oriented, so it's definitely risky.
Well, and you said that Clark's Hill's so much flatter, and so a lot of those fish that are shallower have so much farther to get to the ditches, maybe, or deeper water. With him fishing a channel swing bank, they have that ability this time of the year to go up and down based on sun conditions, cloud conditions, cold, warm. And so that maybe has a lot of fish coming or going to him.
A few months ago, but it's still a touch low.
Okay. That's no good. All my big largemouth turned into little spots. Little 14-incher. $119. Dropping everything. Number 5. Let's get some. Big weight off your shoulders whenever you get 5, no matter where you're fishing. So,
got 5 going around 10 pounds even, 3 in the 1 pound range, and a couple over 3 pounds. That's it.
He said his largemouth there is a turning spotted bass. This is the point in the day where day one leaders or guys in contention that are struggling with bites start to panic and spin. If he stays mentally strong, he knows, hey, I still have some good ones. I still have plenty of time, and I can still win this tournament.
Please stay hooked. Please stay hooked. No. I got him.
Oh, he caught
my
him.
gosh, he came off.
That was scary.
Oh my gosh.
Fish came off. It was so cold. He grabbed him.
Oh man, where's my scale? Holy crap.
Got that catch twice.
That was, yeah, caught him twice. He came off.
That was impressive.
I saw he wasn't hooked very good. Came off right at the boat, and I stuck my hand down there and got him. I know number 5's a small one, so. It's number 1.
I'll take that trade. Wouldn't you take that trade?
That's a good trade. I think that one fit in the other one's mouth.
It's a good one. Another 3.5 probably.
Now, Bethel might be NAIA, but if he has eligibility, I know he could probably get an NIL deal for football at Bethel with this catch. Got the jig in the top of the mouth, shakes a couple times.
Oh,
Oh, there goes the jig.
there it goes.
And he gets the mouth. Attaboy.
He wasn't worried about the cold hands on that
No,
one. I wouldn't have been either.
Pretty fortunate to grab a fish that
That was.
Hey, sometimes you need things like that to happen when it's your day, Sue.
I don't know.
the second best bass.
Feeling lucky to get these bites, these 3-pounders. I just got to start catching some bigger ones if I want to stay up there. These guys are really good, so probably gonna have to have the same weight I had yesterday in order to even stay in the top 10. So I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Still got plenty of time. Fishing calm, cool, and collected. You know, I'm just thankful that I'm here on my first ever open. You know, I got a live camera. Can't ask for anything else.
Live camera, only one using a baitcaster exclusively, catching them when they come off at the side of the boat. I'd say it's a pretty good 2 days so far for Dylan.
Things are going well.
Do literally anything at that lake.
So walk me through the last 3 events of the season. We might have something from Dylan Fogarty here real quick.
Feeling all right. Still haven't gotten into the big ones like I had yesterday, but I know they live back over there, so I'm just, trying to give it a break and fish some other stuff around here that I think they would be on, all this rock, and put them back up onto that little spot that I can catch them on.
Easton, this is a guy you fished against in college. He fished for Bethel. You fished for Montevallo. Dylan Fogarty. You guys were actually both high school All-Americans in the same class, 2020. He said, coming into the opens, Dad, I don't really think I have the skill or the capabilities to maybe make the Elite Series through the opens. It's such a tough path. So I don't know. I might pass on it this year. And his dad said, no, I'm going to support you. You need to go do it. And he has proven it in his first open that he is in the top 10.
Yeah, I met Dylan during that All-American in 2020, and from then on, he was always one of those guys on the college circuit the next 4 years that you're always worried of. And, he was always one of those super consistent ones, always in that top 10, top 20. So I definitely think he's got what it takes. He's definitely proven that this week, so I'm super excited with the rest of the season, what will come for him.
Brandon, we've seen him. He's been the lone bait cast guy. We have not seen a spinning rod from him just yet. It looks like he's now switched up to maybe a crankbait as well, but that channel swing area, we're seeing some other anglers that have similar, they may not say channel swing, but the bank looks very similar. You talk about how flat Clark's Hill is?
Yep.
They're on some pretty steep stuff. A couple got him and Blaine Bunny. You're also seeing a little bit of that from Chase Clark.
And they're targeting more largemouth, in my opinion. And he's in my neck of the woods. This is right near where I usually put in. You notice the water's a little dirtier in that section of lake if you look at the guys down the lake versus up here. And that's why he's able to fish a little shallower.
Catching some spotted bass earlier, now culling them out with largemouth. Chase Clark, Michael, Neal, River Lee, he did our Bass Pro Shop's top lures earlier. Brooks Anderson was a part of that 2020 high school All-American class. And 18-year-old Blaine Bunny, that's your top 5. So we head into the last 2.5 hours of fishing. Welcome back to Bassmaster Live here. We got to hear from Dylan Fogarty just a couple minutes ago, the former Bethel University angler from Pennsylvania, out here in his first year on the Opens, putting together a great tournament with a jig.
I like the way he runs around. He doesn't run like his hair's on fire. He's just kind of eating his candy bar.
You always wonder how tight the hat is on their head. Is it so tight it's not going to budge, or is it loose and he's just chilling? He's not going fast.
That's what I do. On my good days, that's what I do. When I'm like running around, I got, yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't work running around for me. I haven't heard from Dylan in a while.
Dylan Fogarty, yeah.
I'm just going around, kind of just hitting places I got bit in practice. I mean, I never caught any big ones around here, but you never know. That place way up the river that I've been fishing was the only spot that I really got some quality bites. So that's why I decided to stick out my whole tournament there, and I just ran down here. Thought I could pick up one more decent one at least and call out one of my 2.5s. But I don't know. There was a bunch of fishing here during practice, and looks like they have vacated the area. I feel good. You know, it's my first Bassmaster Open. I made the first top 10. Got a camera in my boat, so I was super excited about that. I was telling myself, you know, even if I didn't catch a bass today, I'd still be super happy with how I did this week. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Just an awesome experience overall.
Fogarty started the day 7th place, 19 pounds, 6 ounces. A little short of that today without a kicker. He's almost at 15. Dropped down to 13th place. Our leader, Chase Clark, who had 25-14 on day one, couple 6-pounders. Our big bass, 6'8".
And a couple 6s today.
Back at it again with 2 6s today, and he's at 18 pounds. And Blaine Bunny, who had 22.7, has got him beat on Bass Track by 1 pound. He's got 19.0, so he's gained 1 pound on his 3.7 deficit. So he's 2.7 back, and he'll need a big bite to catch Chase Clark. Smallest is 2.13, so add 2.7 to that, you're looking at 5+.
Which there's plenty of them. We've seen them today, and clearly on Bass Track, there's a lot of them being caught. Yes. And if everybody's like I am, you got to figure some of these 6s are a little more than 6s.
Exactly.
All right, Dylan Fogarty, step on up inside our top 10, rolling into today. Rolled out in 7th place with 19 pounds and 6 ounces. He's got 5 in the bag. 18-13 would put him in the lead, looking for 18-13. 16 pounds and 3 ounces up to 3rd place. Grab him up. 2-day total of 35 pounds and 9 ounces. The 2-time high school All-American. This is his first walk across the stage as a Bassmaster Opens angler, and not a bad start. He's in 3rd place. All right. Like I just said, great start to the season. 3rd place, 35.9, 2-day total.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better day. You know, I went out
just wanted to catch a limit. That was my only goal. I said I didn't care where I finished. I made the top 10, my first ever Open, so I was happy with that. The good Lord, put that in my hands, and I'm grateful for that.
And have you seen your folks yet? There they are. Did you know they were here? There we go.
No, they drove all the way from Pennsylvania, I guess.
Sorry, I had to let the cat out of the bag now. So funny story. This morning I'm talking to him. You're down at the dock. His live wells were closed up in the mornings. We make them come through the line with their live wells open so we can check them. And you had no idea, but we're just up here chit-chatting. I was like, are y'all going to go down and say hey to Dylan? Like, no, we want to surprise him. I still don't know how you never saw him. But they've been here for a long time today.
I can't believe it. They said they were going over to a buddy's house to watch me on live all day, so that's what I thought the whole day. I had no idea they were driving down here.
Special tournament, good start to the season, and, we really know how you got it done because we watched it all day. But, again, just good job, and keep that momentum rolling.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I just want to thank all my sponsors, my friends and family. I know I had a whole army of people watching me on live today. All week I was throwing a queen tackle half-ounce flipping jig and had a fish or die Sherman on the back of it, and, fishing anywhere from 40 to 30 foot of water, and had a big channel swing bank, and they were just loading in there, and guess I ran out of fish today. But
yeah, awesome job. Go celebrate with your parents. Let's hear it for Dylan. Good start for him.
What a way to start the first Open. Fell a little bit today, but I ended up in 17th place. I had 16-3 today. Kind of ran out of fish. And the only other good spot I had that I caught big ones off of, there was a guy sitting there yesterday for like 2 hours. So I figured there was no chance of me getting on it and catching any. But yeah, super excited, super awesome way to start the season. Definitely good for points as well. Got to stay in that top 50 after these 4 events, so 17th is not a bad place to start. So hopefully you guys got to watch me on live. And like I said, I guess I put a bunch of clips in from live, so hope you guys enjoyed seeing that. It was awesome having a camera guy in the boat today. None other than Cody. We've got a mutual friend, so it was pretty awesome to share the boat with him. But yeah, heading to the Airbnb and gonna start the trek back home tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching. Once again, awesome way to start the season. Super blessed to be able to come out with a 17th place finish at my first ever Open. Kind of disappointed I wasn't able to stay in the top 10, but that's how it goes. Can't expect it every time. So thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.